Hello again, Pietro here, the man with two watches, but we're not talking about these two watches. We're talking about the two watches that I kept in my socks last night. The Garmin EPIX 2.0 and the big bad boy, the Garmin Fēnix 7X. So I needed a break from Garmin. Please don't take that the wrong way if you work for Garmin. I love Garmin. If you watch any of my videos, love wearing your watches. I have more than four. And for the last week, I've been wearing the Garmin Fēnix 7X and the Garmin EPIX 2.0. And that's what this video is about. Garmin versus Garmin. 'Twas the year 2005 when I began running with my first Garmin wearable, a Forerunner, and I found a photo of it, which you're seeing right now. An oversized rectangle dwarfed my left wrist for over 800 miles. Yes, it connected via chest strap HR with ANT technology and had a GPS chip inside that coordinated with 3 different satellites. That was a big deal back then. And it provided a good 30 to 40 foot accuracy to your position. It was a rad watch, and it was even rechargeable. After adding an Apple iPod Shuffle the size of a pack of gum, which I have right here, this is the iPod Shuffle that I used to run with, and here's a pack of gum. Only slightly bigger, and you just take this out and plug it into your USB-A port, and right here, you just click that down and then it'd be on. There's your green light. And yes, this iPod Shuffle still works. I'll be reviewing that and the gum shortly. Okay, back to the script. So you would strap on that watch and you'd run with that, and then you'd attach this like in your hat, or sometimes we just gonna kind of slide underneath the running hat like so, or just we'd find a way to put this somewhere because we don't want to carry it, and I'd often just like put it in my waist strap and it would stay there. These were water resistant, so it was such a cool thing. So the trifecta for runners, at least for me and my friends back in 2004 to 2005, 2006, was 1, a watch with GPS, 2, heart rate chest strap, and then 3, your MP3 player. So you had to wear all 3 of those devices to be, moderately happy. I know a lot of runners that they don't run with music, to each his own. Timeline of high-end wearables. I first tried the Garmin Fēnix 6X Pro Solar. That was back in 2021. I wore that almost daily up until 2022. To be official and precise, I started wearing that on July 11th, 2021. And then I jumped to the Garmin Enduro in 2021, loved it. Then I tried the Garmin Tactics Delta Solar, also in 2021. And then I upgraded to the Garmin Fēnix 7X Sapphire Solar in January of 2022. And I still have that today, right here, same one. And then just last month, I tried this one, the EPIX 2. I never tried the first EPIX. I'm like, how different could it be? And that's what we're going to talk about. And now, present day, March 10th, this is when I wrote this, I decided, okay, I think I know enough. Because that was day 607, wearing a combination of all those ones I listed above, the Fēnix, the Enduro, the Tactics, the 7X, and the EPIX. 5 different of the high-end models by Garmin. Yeah, it sure is fabulous what Garmin and a few other organizations have done over the past decades. These wearables have become smaller, action-packed tech, they have music storage, onboard maps, Bluetooth, wrist HR, so no more straps around your chest, and weeks of battery life. Not days, weeks. Case in point, this one right here. I was able to get the Garmin Fēnix 7X Sapphire Solar to last 34 days. 34 days. Now the last 4 days, I had this thing outside in the sun for a minimum of 6 hours. But 34 days, people, that's amazing. And that was in smart mode. I wasn't doing anything fancy. At the last week though, every night I put it into airplane mode. That really didn't make a difference, to be honest. This one at full potential will last about 16 days, which really means 15 or 14. Whenever the watch company says, oh, we have a watch that'll last 2 months, more like 6 weeks, because they always have the tiny, I mean, you think this is small font, it's really tiny font. The question, do I enjoy wearing the EPIX 2.0 enough to recommend that you buy one this month? Yes, for several reasons. First, the text is difficult to read through Garmin Power Glass, and I had a difficult time reading my health metrics, the time of day, with the Tactics Delta. Third, it looks pretty on the wrist. So we'll take off the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, which I will be comparing against the EPIX in a future video because they both have similar screens. So when you put this on, it is a really nice timepiece. I will admit, a lot of people still tell me that they prefer the look of the Fēnix. But again, a timepiece is a personal preference. Does it really matter if you get compliments about your timepiece? It's really if you like looking at it. I mean, if you look at that screen, and I'll do a top down in just a minute, after years of wearing these ultra smart timepieces connected to everything and yet still wireless, oh man, it is freedom. Have you ever tried to go running with those silly cables connected to your Walkman CD player in your backpack, or just short headphone cables connected to your Apple iPhone 3G? Yeah, it is a crappy method of working out. Wireless audio is the best, and I'm glad Samsung, Apple, Amazfit, Polar, Garmin, and others have figured out the awesomeness of music storage and playlist navigation within a few clicks. Yes, I do recommend you buy the EPIX 2 over any Fēnix series, Enduro, and/or Tactics. The screen. The AMOLED graphics with 416 by 416 pixel density looks amazing. Yes, it comes with native AOD. AOD stands for always on display, so no wrist movements in that 3-hour meeting just to see the time of day. So you don't have to like glance down because it's always on, and it's very easy to see indoors and out. I'll get to that later. If a timepiece lacks AOD, nope, I dislike it from day one. The Fēnix 7X still ships with MIP, sunlight visible, transflective, memory in pixel. I call it electronic ink, screen tech, and only 280 by 280 pixel resolution. I'll have a video out soon comparing them side by side for over 8 minutes indoors and outside. The short version is this: the EPIX looks better. It is easier to read. The screen graphics, text are crisper, brighter, and just more fun to look at during the 14-day battery lifespan. Battery life. With AOD enabled, I'm getting a solid 5 to 7 days. If I turn off AOD and go back to the year 2010, doing the whole raise to wake thing, yeah, I can easily reach 12 to 17 days of battery life. Yes, 17 times greater than the Apple Watch 8. Wahoo! What's the difference about the EPIX 2.0, or is it just new? The training aspect, Garmin added another 1,888 lines of code for humans that need the extra oomph of feedback, guidance, and information about how they are training. I did a treadmill workout last night. I'll just quickly check Aura and do some screenshots. And if you're curious, you can tell me the difference, and the link is down below in the description. Test subject number 1 was this Garmin Fēnix 7X Carbon Gray DLC Titanium, the Sapphire Solar Edition. I wore that on my left for nearly 2 miles of walking, jogging, and sprints at 12 kilometers per hour. And guinea pig number 2 was the Garmin EPIX 2 in slate steel, and that was on my right wrist, and the link is down below. Indoor treadmill running with 6 wearable pieces of smart jewelry. I also wore the circular ring, my Aura rings, these 2 right here, and this one right here, and that's my circular ring. I hope you like the sharing of real-time data, for it gives someone new to Garmin a taste of the reporting aspect provided. In short, if you want a smaller version of the Fēnix 7 smartwatch and prefer a screen that is more beautiful than an Apple Watch 8 or a Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, yes, upgrade to the EPIX 2. Now, if you already own a Garmin Fēnix 6 or a 7 series, nope, you're not going to love the EPIX that much more. If you have my eyesight, or just might, for I'm going to sell my... Okay, hold on. If you have my eyesight, you just might, for I am going to sell my Fēnix 7X Sapphire Solar next month after I'm done comparing the EPIX to the Fēnix for my social media realm and to satisfy my own curiosity. I just love the watch faces that I'm used to for the past 2 years with a crisper AMOLED screen, always on display, and a battery life of a week to boot. Thank you for reading and for clicking on buy. And that's it. Sincerely, Pietro Herget. And then I have photos and stuff. This was my post on Reddit. And if you want to read that, the link is down below. Thank you for your time. And that's it. Pretty much the screen is the difference. Less battery life, a different look and feel, and a higher resolution, and slightly different recovery aspects. That's the main kind of differences. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for clicking on buy, and we'll have more about these watches soon. That's all for now. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and let the credits roll for the Paramount Kid. Goodbye. Okay, quick audio and lighting test. Change the hat. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, right? Sure, why not? Maybe a little lower. Is that better audio? And then I have the backlight on. Let's turn that off. Maybe that is bright enough. Let's turn it on again. I don't know. Okay, mic check and minimized all apps. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'll be reading my script from my Remarkable. Menu, filters, PDFs, and then version 4. 'Twas the year 2005 when I began running with my first Garmin wearable, a Forerunner. Yeah, good times. Okay, cut.